Today we'll talk about biofuel, calcium. Calcium, Ca, is the chemical symbol for calcium in the periodic table of chemical element. Calcium is an alkali earth metal essential for human and living things. Calcium is mineral that's present in many animal species. It is present in blood in free form as Ca2 blood ion, plasma protein, and complex with phosphate, citrate, and carbonate. A key mineral in the formation of bone, teeth, and cell, calcium is the most abundant metal in terms of mass present in many animal species. How the biological source has grown and or cultivate. Calcium is one of the three important secondary medium macronutrients of plant. Calcium plays a role in stimulating plant root growth, helping to form compounds that make up cell membrane, making plants stronger, and at the same time increase the quality of fruit and vegetable. How the fuel is produced. Plant absorb calcium in form of Ca. According to research document, calcium play a role in stimulating root growth, helping to form compounds that make up cell membrane and making plants stronger. Calcium also help to increase the activity of some enzyme neutralize organic acid in plant. Therefore, with the fruit free, when applied calcium, the fruit will have a higher sugar content and be sweeter. As for legumes such as beans, beet, and soybean, calcium is very important nutrients. Because if there's a lack of calcium, the bean will be flat or not full. That why farmer has a saying, no phosphorus, no lamb, stop growing bean. Not only that, when plant absorb a lot of calcium, it will help reduce the nitrogen content of nitrates, would help root microorganic to develop smoothly and strongly regulate to cell metabolism. Through this, it can be seen as calcium is an intermediate bridge for chemical components of protoplasm and maintains the radial occasions and anions in the cells, as well as limited the penetration of substance. Calcium helps to reduce cells water permeability, but increase transpiration. When we apply calcium to soil, the first role of calcium is to reduce the toxic of substance such as iron, copper, and help reduce the acidic in the soils. Calcium is widely available. Calcium metal is used as reducing agent in repair other metals such as thorium and uranium. It is also used as alloy agent for aluminum, beryllium, copper, lead, and magnesium alloys. Calcium compounds is widely used. The impacts of biofuels on carbon footprint. The calcination of calcium carbonate is a major contributor to carbon dioxide emissions that are changing our climate. Moreover, the calcination process requires high temperature, about 900 Celsius, a novel low temperature process for the decarbonization of calcium carbonate is tested whereby carbon dioxide is directly sequestered in sodium carbonate. Calcium carbonate is reached with a quarter sodium hydroxide solution by mixing under atmosphere temperature and pressure. The reaction products are calcium hydroxide and sodium carbonate. For the first time, the extent of this reaction at ambient condition is studied along with the sodium hydroxide requirements. Conceptual process design would include procedure to separate and recover material as well as energy calculation, and also present to demonstrate the technical industrial to the process. The technology is also successful test on tree-aligned source, lamp source, track, and silica remain inner throughout the process. This technology will enable industrial symbiosis by combining the high temperature lamp and sodium carbonate manufacturing process into a single low temperature process and greatly reduce the chemical raw material carbon dioxide emissions associated with the products of cement and lamp. And then the economic impact of biofuels. Calcium is the first most abundant element in the biosphere after iron, aluminum, silicon, and oxygen. It is the stuff of limestone and marble, coral, birds, sea cells, and egg cells, antlers, and bones. Because calcium salt exhibit intermediate solubility, calcium is for cal calcium um because calcium is found both in solid form, rock, and in solution. Is what properly present in abundance in watery environment in which life first appears. Today, seawater contain 10 more calcium per liter. Even fresh water, if they suppose abundant vital, typically contain sodium and at the concentration of 1 to 2 millimole in the range of veterate extracellular through calcium. In most soy, calcium exists as exchangeable cation in soy colloids. It is taken up by plant who part typically contain from 0.1 to as much as 8% calcium. Calcium is a trainable cation in soy colloid and it take up by plant. The highest concentration are in leaf, stem, root, and lowest in seed. So the biofuel in the word is calcium. With the situation of supply of fossils, increase limit, the depletion of energy source becoming a concern for many countries. Engineering safety become urgent for all country in the world. Government of many countries have been making effort to fighting the alternative and energy source. The top priority will be renewable and environmentally friendly engineering source, one of which is biofuels. Through the analyzing in the chart above, it can be seen as a field of biofuel as being of great interest to country around the world, especially in recent year when fossil energy source have been deleted. In periods from 2006 to present, 2018 is the year the highest number of patients related to biofuel technology fields with 12,067 patient families, followed by 2017 with 10,782 patient families and 2016 with 9,046 patient families. The technical aspects that are focused on research in the fields of biofuel technology are mainly biomass, biotechnology, environmental technology, organic chemistry, food chemistry, medicines. The analysis and evaluation through relevant data and graph help the investor to develop science and technology innovation planning strategy, develop effective policies, and set research and development direction, as well as patient registration strategy to successfully penetrate the market, minimizing competition with major competitors. In addition, thanks to the information provided on the major applicants, investors have track record competitors' activity and allocate resource uh, efficiently. Bioengineering bioenergy pathway where analyzed. However, most are based on spatial data. To have an effective monitoring basis, it's necessary to expand the scope of analyzing with additional study to make the necessary adjustment in order to build an accurate picture of impact of um, biofuel in the different regions. Additional data need to be collected. Collect data must be aggregate according to unified criteria with particular attention to strategy roadmap. Access to private owned data is key to closely monitor to select energy value chain, according to analysts. Therefore, cooperation with trade association, part of the multi-stakeholder working group, is very important. In case of necessity, confidentially agreement can also be signed with the private companies. The multi-stakeholder working group form will represent the optimal way to promote communication among stakeholders to exploit the opportunity. Is important to maintain active dialogue in the region on relevant issues, especially holding future events on a regular basis. The resource for this video, also this PowerPoint, is from the calcium economic and decarbonization of calcium carbonate at atmospheric temperature and pressure will stimulate carbon dioxide capture through production of sodium carbonate. And thank you for listening to this video and this PowerPoint.